Welcome to Taco Tuesday. Woo, 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 woo. With Lipstick and Lotus. That would be me, Lipstick, and her, Lotus.
The other one.
The other one. We have a great show planned. Damn it. It's a great show. And you know why it's a great show planned? Because we didn't plan it.
Yay!
It's just us. It is
It's a show
us.
about
It is all of us. And it starts with, because we really want it to be ridiculous, it starts with spaghetti tacos. So anybody who is probably in their very early 20s or has children that are around that age know what a spaghetti taco is. So let's just, this is mine. It's disgusting. I mean, it looks so good.
What's on the side there? What is
a spoon? He gave me a spoon.
Well, that was very
I already knew. I'm not eating that damn nasty corn hard shell. I don't like that stuff. Very early 20. So I gotta share this.
I'm gonna try mine actually.
Look, so yeah, go ahead. I'm not trying mine. Well, yours is on a soft taco shell, so it might not be so bad. But I'm telling you, the nastiness is.
I'm not a fan.
So here's where it comes from, right? Because you want to know where all this fuckery comes from. This comes from a show called iCarly. So iCarly, her favorite thing was spaghetti tacos, and her, yes, Renata, we are having fun. And her favorite food was spaghetti tacos. So her brother Spencer would make her spaghetti tacos, and every time he made them, I was like, that is so disgusting.
Wow.
And then I made them for Jack one year, and I still thought they were disgusting. But because our topics are just ridiculous today, it was perfect. So I'm glad that you took a bite. I feel like I don't want
Not a fan. Not a fan. Now, I did make my spaghetti. I made a pasta salad or baked spaghetti last night with the noodles instead. See, that's the look I had. I'm not a fan.
It's horrible.
Not a fan. No, I will say when I told my stepkids I was making this, I said, we're going to have spaghetti tacos. One of them goes, oh, cool. That's so awesome. Okay. Now I know.
Children.
Not a fan.
So let's taco about what we're going to talk about.
What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about some dumb shit.
All right.
So we have this awesome lineup of questions to ask, and we're each going to answer them. And anyone that is watching live, we should do a contest, right? We should do a contest.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we will look at all of the places we have this streaming live, and it's probably like 5 or 6. So we'll have to hunt it down. So you might not know tonight, but whoever answers the most of these questions with us in comments, we will give you a, what do you think?
What are you going to give them?
I think Amazon gift card.
I think it totally deserves an Amazon gift card.
Everything. And it's 2 for Tuesday. Taco will go $20. $20 Amazon gift card for the person that answers the most of these ridiculous questions. So, shall we begin?
Let's go.
You want to ask the first one?
I will ask the first one. What is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Now, we are on regular TV time right now. So I'm really hesitant to answer this 110% honestly. Should I answer it honestly?
I think you should answer it honestly. This is an honest show, so go ahead. Go for it.
I had sex in my high school bathroom.
Okay, that was probably...
It is literally the craziest thing I've ever done because senior in high school. And yeah, could have got caught. And yeah. Yep, that was it. Oh, I'm not even blushing. Wow. Okay. What is the craziest thing you've ever done, Dory?
Oh, okay. So we know that I'm a recovering alcoholic. So the stories could go like
good.
on and on and on. I will tell you one of you may think it's lame. You may think, I don't know. But I had a girlfriend that we were friends during my drinking phase, and we decided that this is before flocking became a thing. Have you ever heard of flocking? Where you have all these flamingos put in your, not real ones, but the plastic
Oh my
ones in
gosh.
your front yard.
No, I'm so jealous.
We stole them out. We rode around finding them in people's yards, and we stole them and put them in the trunk of our car. So we were like putting them in the trunk of our car and racing away. And then we put them all in this girl's front yard that was a friend of ours who has a dog that goes ballistic when anything crazy is going on outside.
Oh.
And so she just heard the dog going crazy and was like, looked out, and there was all these plastic pink flamingos in her front yard.
So that's hilarious.
That was fun. I don't even know if that was legal or not. And
I totally expected something worse. Wish you had gone first. Might have affected my question. The answer, I mean.
Sorry.
So you're going to go first this time. So what is the worst pickup line you've ever heard?
Okay, so the worst, it's kind of being from LaGrange. So one of my girlfriends, this is one that I heard it was said to her, and it was, "You ever been mud riding?" That was the pickup line.
I'm right now.
Dude, keep trying.
No. That's horrible.
What about you?
And I don't know that it's the worst, but it's the most common. So it gives me the, be more freaking inventive. It's that, did it hurt? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Oh my God, dude, shut up. You sound like the 5 other guys that just tried to talk to me.
Yes.
Yep, that was a crappy one.
I don't think I ever got crappy pickup lines for myself though. Or maybe I was just too drunk to remember. They didn't have to have a pickup line. I was drunk.
There was one that caught me off guard because I literally did what he said. He was like, "Can I get a quarter?" And I was searching my purse. This was back when we had purses and coins and shit, before debit cards. Oh my God, I'm old. Okay, so so I'm getting him this quarter, and I give it to him, and he's like, "Thank you. My mom told me to call her when I fell in love." And I was like, you just made me waste 5 minutes to find a quarter for me to realize you were
No, it's not as bad as the angel one. And it's it wasn't mud riding. So
ever been mud riding? I wish my friend David was on right now because when he's from not Gainesville, Flowery Branch, Georgia, and when he says stuff like that, he's joking, right? But when he's around his friends that he grew up with, he gets that really heavy, Southern. Yeah.
I do too. When I go home, mine comes out even more than what. And I was spent years up here with people who said, "You don't have an accent," and then all of a sudden it just came back. So there you go.
Oops.
You'll get one too when you come back.
I'm so careful when I'm down there. Oh, you know what? Let's skip the next one.
Okay.
I don't think we've built up enough to that yet.
Yeah.
What are disqualifiers when someone tries to connect on social media with a friend request? What do you do? What's your go-to? Nope.
I go and I look and I see how many friends we have in common.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I see if they have friends, how many they've had, when they were added. I also look at how many pictures they have, and if they have a bunch of where it's just profile pictures.
Yeah.
No. And then I also start looking a little bit at their content and seeing if it's in alignment with my beliefs and some of the things that I'm thinking about. And so there's been a few where I'm just you know what? I just don't think you're, and it's more, I think, for them in a way that I don't think you're going to get what I'm putting out there. So it's probably best that we just don't even be friends. And I'm talking about some things, just when people you can tell are am I tiptoeing around the situation?
So I look, and if you're a racist,
yeah. No,
if you think that storming the Capitol was okay,
well, if you've got things that tell me that you're not going to be open-minded, and there's certain things that I can see where I'm just you're strong in your beliefs, you're strong in your opinion. And so I'm probably going to either offend you one day or you're just not going to get what I'm saying. So there's no sense in us even being friends.
I feel like that's why we're such good friends, because we're so opposite. Because I won't friend somebody. Well, and then there's also, if you are, if you haven't become a direct marketer while we were friends for some specific companies, like I don't want to say them out loud because it's just not very nice, but one is green and one is pink. If you sell that stuff and we weren't friends and I don't know you, like I've never met you, we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to watch your lives every 3 days and I'm not going to do your rap. So
yeah,
I'm good. But that, and then of course the moral compass, obviously, because, black husband, black baby girl. I'm pretty stickler on that stuff.
Well, and you have to protect. I think it's also about protecting yourself too from just, why would you let people in that are going to offend you every day or say things that are against your beliefs and it's not a healthy way to live anyway. So don't do it. And I'm with you. I mean, if someone has a thing with a big Confederate flag or they're screaming things that are just like not within my, I just,
yeah.
It just doesn't, no.
Just no. I'm curious what our people that either watching now or on the replay, what their process is. I think a lot of it is pretty similar, that whole profile picture, quick stalk.
Well, there's so many people out there too that post like a picture of a man that's got, like the 6-pack and everything going on, and you see he's widowed. I'm like, no. Yeah, I know your game. I gotcha.
So I get the ones that he looks like, the guy on the beer commercials, the most interesting man in the world.
Yes.
So there's actually people that like look like that, and they'll take pictures like that and put them up, or if it's a doctor, and I'm like, no, I'm still no. Again, black husband. Black. I should tell you something.
Probably when I'm married and I have no business going there, but I just no.
Right.
And the other is when they friend you, do make the mistake and you fall in when they friend you and they're like, hello, gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, and that's what, bye. So the next one, you want to take it?
Sure. What is your go-to mind silencer when you go to bed?
Look, okay, so it was Tetris. You guys, seriously, it puts me to sleep, but gets me so excited all at the same time. Sounds like my husband. Sorry. That was so inappropriate, but welcome to Lipstick and Lotus Talk TV. So there's this new game out, and it's called, it's new to me. It could be like 5 years old. I don't know. It's called Cubistry. You got to check this out. So you go in and you match up the cubes, but you can like move it all around. And I'm like an addict to this. It's crazy. I keep trying to beat my own time.
Of moving a cube around?
Yes. No, you have to match up the things and
okay. I thought it was you sitting there. I was like, why don't you just get yarn and be like a cat?
Oh my gosh. You know what? But yeah, that's my go-to, because I usually am asleep by the third round. I'm like, oh, my brain is so tired from all the thinking and the pushing and the stuff. So what's your big silencer when you go to sleep? What's a guaranteed knockout?
PM.
Oh my God. There you have it, folks.
There you go.
Sponsored by Tylenol. That's awesome. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
What is the craziest woulda, coulda, shoulda done that you wish you had or would like to do before you leave this earth?
I really wish I would have backpacked through Europe.
Oh, that's
as like a younger version of me. Not to say that still can't happen now, but I really wish I would have taken on that adventure and done something outrageous. To me, that's outrageous. As like, I'm going to go backpacking for Europe.
Yeah, where are you going to sleep? You know, what are you going to do? Like that, people that go over, my best friend's daughter went to Spain. And when she was living over there, she took a trip to another part of Spain. And while she was there, she was like staying in the hostels. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't. I'm like, first of all, I need walls around me when I'm sleeping. Like, I don't want to sleep in a room with a bunch of people I don't know. And secondly, I need a private shower. Like, there's just so much of that.
That's why I would say the whole bathroom thing.
Sine is on. Hey, Sine.
Renee.
Let's ask her. Sine, what is the craziest thing you wish you woulda, coulda, should have done or would still like to do? And while you're answering slowly, if you can get to it, I will say I am definitely afraid of heights. Definitely. And I feel like if I had gone to do like skydiving, that it would have done a lot for me confidence-wise. But my fear totally trumps my desire to want to feel confident in tall places. So it's probably not going to happen, but I wish that it would.
I will go. I'm afraid too of heights, but I'll go with you. I actually went skydiving, and it, believe it or not, was not that. I mean, because you're already falling, so it was the fear of falling was already like.
So I see Carla. Carla's on today from the UK. Yeah. She was on a couple weeks ago. Hi, Carla. So with the heights thing, do you ever feel like you are afraid to go like walk over a bridge? Because if you look over, you're going to feel like you want to jump.
And that's what it is, like standing on a balcony, like when you stay in a hotel and the balcony's out there. I'm like, I'm just going to snap. And driving around mountains, like near the edge, I'm always afraid like something's going to snap and I'm just going to like go for it.
Okay, so Sine said she has a fear of skydiving. Heights don't bother her, but it's the falling and lack of control. Ooh, I have lack of control issues too, but they're trauma responses. Those are therapy needing issues.
Therapy.
Right?
All right. Okay, I'm going to ask you this one. Let me do this one for you.
You got it.
Okay, what is the worst date you've ever had? And I'm ready to see what the ladies on have to say about that as well.
Girl, look, I lived in Atlanta and dated as a single woman, and well, I guess you don't date as a married woman.
Well, that's probably not a good idea, and probably not good on TV if I did.
In Atlanta, it sucked. So there's so much just trash. Okay, so can I give two?
Sure, you go for it.
So the first one, pretty cut and dry. Like, we went out the first time and had just like a drink. You know, it was like a coffee at a restaurant to make sure that I was up for, that's always the rule, you know, first date is coffee, so I can figure out if I want to spend time in your presence eating and spending time. Passed the coffee test. Total. Went for lunch the next week. Went out for pizza. We're leaving, and as we're leaving, he asked for a hug, and I'm always down for a hug. Like, I love hugging. I'm like a huggy person. I hug my friends. I hug whatever. I'll hug everything. As he's hugging me, this mofo grabs my arse. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he literally like grabbing like, and I'm like,
oh, so it wasn't even like a little.
No, like double-handed. Like, as soon as he got his arms around me, and I was like, pizza does not justify an ass grab.
No.
So that was number one. And then the second one was this guy that asked me before we went out, like what size I was, right? Because on my profiles, I'm like, I'm a BBW, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm just going to be like I'm super fat. So that way you just know I'm fat. I'm a fat girl. If you don't like fat girls, don't date me. But he's like, you're really pretty. Let's go out anyway. So we went out and I made a point to eat all my enchiladas. Ate them all and the beans. At the end of the date, he calls me and he's like, wow, I'm really sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I just didn't realize you would be that sexy. I'm like, oh, you're one of those assholes that thinks fat is not. So that was a horrible, horrible, horrible date because it showed me that there are men out in the world that still just are shitty people.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we did go out again, though. We did go out again. I let him buy me dinner, and then I went home without a smooch.
Did you eat it all again?
I did. I'm going to eat.
You ordered dessert. Tell me.
Okay, so Sine said her worst date was being taken to McDonald's. That was the full day. Oh, no. No kiss there. Carla says she had to do all the talking on a date. That is the worst.
That's
He
horrible.
came out of the conversation and expected to snog at the end. You can kiss my cheek, bish. That's awesome. I love that she said snog. I'm so glad. That's awesome. What was your worst date?
Okay, so I had, all right, this one is funny. I'm going to tell you this one. Okay, this one really had nothing to do with the guy, but so I was 15 when I asked my dad and my mom if I could date. They're not married, but I was at my dad's house, and the guy was really, really cute. He had a skater haircut that had like down like this, and he was really cute. He was 17, but not allowed in the car with him. So my dad said, your stepsister will take you, and she had a Fiero, which was really cool. And I will come and pick you up from the movies. And I was like, okay, fine. It's better than not being able to go. So we went to the movies, watched the movie. We get out and looking. There's my dad. My dad pulls up in his car. My dad likes to remodel cars for fun, and he's very good at it. But that's his hobby. That's what he likes to do. We open the car door, and there are no seats in the car.
Oh, you're going to make me pee.
They're buckets. There are buckets. No, I'm not talking like bucket seats. I'm talking like an actual bucket like a Home Depot orange bucket for us to sit on. That's what we had to sit on the way back to my dad's house was a bucket. But needless to say, we didn't date very long.
I was going to say, did you go back out? Probably not. Oh my gosh, no. That is awesome. So we're getting into some good ones now. Like, okay. Not that those weren't good, but Dory, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Okay, first let me say this. A hot dog is not a piece of meat at all in any shape or form. I always call
Nathan's hot dogs are meat. They are all beef, and they are kosher, and they are delicious.
I call them beaks and feet around here. They're so gross. So I'm just going to have to go with, if I have to say that if it's a sandwich, I'm going to go with no, because it has the bottom on it. And a sandwich, I think, is like this.
That's right. Like okay. This. Had this conversation with somebody because I was thinking about this question this morning in the shower. I lied. I took a shower at 1. So this afternoon when I was in the shower. So it is not a sandwich. It's a sub, right? Because the stuff is in the like this, right? But then I was having a call with someone and I asked her, is a hot dog a sandwich? And she said, yes, because like subs are sandwiches because like at Subway, it's called a sandwich. And I was like, so I don't know that I have an answer. And then Sine says, no, it's a hot dog. So like the bun is just part of it. So it's not even a sandwich, it's a hot dog. So if you eat it without the bun, is it just a dog? A dog? Like a dog.
I'm interested, Carla, if they have them. And I'm sure they have hot dogs in the UK, right?
Oh yeah, Carla, do you guys have hot dogs in the UK?
Is she still with us?
All right. So next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Should pineapple be on a pizza?
Fuck yeah. And it should be on there with some salty ass bacon and maybe a sprinkle of red onions. Delicious.
I can't get my head around that. I can't. Now, a pineapple sandwich, I can get my head around.
See, that's Sine said it's just, do you see this? It's just beaks and feet if it's no bun.
Growing up, we had pineapple sandwiches, and it was
that is the grossest thing. Yes, please do describe this.
A can of sliced pineapples, white Wonder Bread, mayo, put mayo on the bread, and pineapple, and that was pineapple sandwich. And maybe it's a Georgia thing because my husband's from North Carolina and he never heard of that.
Maybe it's a Southern Georgia thing because I never heard of it, and I lived in Northwest Georgia, Central North Georgia. Like, no.
It's funny you say that because we have an argument about me being from South Georgia. I'm like, it's LaGrange, and so Ken, being the math dude that he is, actually looked it up on a map, and where I grew up was about 5 miles from like the degree where it was south. So you can't say I'm from South Georgia. That's my man. Yep. Potato chip sandwiches. That's what they did.
Sine, I'm down with potato chip sandwiches. Like I like potato chips on a tuna sandwich because tuna's mushy, and then the potato chips give it like a little extra.
I like that. Doritos on a sandwich could be good too, I think.
That would not, yeah, that wouldn't suck. It would be weird because it's a very strong flavor, but I'd be down if it was like a turkey sandwich.
All right.
All right, this is hilarious. You're gonna answer it first.
Okay.
Chips, mayo, and bread. Oh, Sine, see, no, nope.
Throw some pineapple on that Sine and it's awesome.
What is the strangest place you've peed?
Okay.
I don't.
And it's for me, it was kind of wherever I wanted to go, especially when I was drinking, but like on the side of MARTA. I mean, we were coming home from a Melissa Etheridge concert. We had been drinking the entire time, and it was like we all had to go. And so we pulled up. And when I say pulled up at MARTA, we didn't like find a hidden spot and play. We just pulled like right up in front of MARTA and went. Wow. Yeah. What about you?
So I haven't had a lot of opportunities for it to be weird. But the one, and it's not me, I also peed in the same area, but it's what happened to my friend that made it crazy funny. So we were at this party here in Maine, and there's like this condominium hanging over the side of a boat. Not me, that's the name. There's this condominium, what do they call that? Like in community, right? So I'm at this party, and I'm in my early 20s. I'm saying that for legal reasons. And we're all drinking, and the bathroom is where the keg was. So you weren't going to use the bathroom. So we went outside. There was like a wooded line, right? So there's this wooded line, and you just kind of went like a tree length back. And then I'm coming out as my girlfriend's going in, and I waited for her, and she comes out, and she is laughing hysterically. And she's like, "Don't pet the cat."
Don't what?
Don't pet the cat. I'm like, what do you mean don't pet the cat? She's like, I was peeing and he walked under me.
Oh, no.
Don't pet the cat. God, dying. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, don't pet the cat at a party if people are peeing outside.
It walked under her. That's awesome.
It sure did. Yep.
Oh.
I want to skip the next. I want to go to the sport one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
So, what sport would be fun to watch if the players were required to drink alcohol first?
This is hard because I actually do watch some sports. And of course, my immediate mom mind goes, what's safe? None of it. So I just have to figure out what's going to be the funniest. I'm going to say hockey. And the reason why is because those guys are all dead. That's what?
That's what Sine said.
Oh, hockey. Yeah. Okay. There you go. She's in Canada. I'm in Maine. So, it's a probably a regional too, but guys that play hockey are kind of dicks. Like they have like anger issues. So if they were drinking and on the ice and there was a fight, like you never see fights like you do at the hockey rink. So it would be wildly entertaining if you were like up in the nosebleeds and you couldn't get a puck in the teeth. That's my answer. What's your answer?
I was going to go with wrestling. You picture WrestleMania.
Yes.
It would be the opposite. So the hockey, they'd be in there fighting and, just kind of, But the wrestling would take on the more romantic side of things.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Hugging, and then all of a sudden they just start like rubbing each other's hair.
So my husband is a wrestler. If he were on this show right now, he would probably blow holes all through that. About that's not going to happen. But that's really funny. But the thought of it is really hilarious. Ooh, I love this one. Oh no, we're out of time. Crap. We gotta hurry up. This is the one that I want the answer to.
Okay.
What is a fun and interesting way for countries to settle a war?
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Rock, paper, scissors. Just line up the soldiers on both sides, right?
dang. And then, the next week you could come back again and try it again.
You could have water balloons.
That'd be awesome.
Water balloons and rock, paper, scissors. I think it's perfect. Let's solve the world's problems with water balloons. Sine said dodgeball. See, Sine, you still got violence in there. Trying to avoid the violence. I don't know about you, but when I was in school, people threw those balls pretty hard.
I got selected last, so it didn't matter anyway.
Oh, we can't end on a pathetically sad note. You're popular now. Oh my gosh. Okay.
If y'all like this, please let us know, because this has been fun for me, and I'd love to see.
I know, right? This was super fun. The last one, then, since we have to get off the sad note, is what adorable small animal would be scariest when sized up to a horse?
You go first.
Okay, so the same thing I said before, platypus, and because my husband, I'm pointing to him like you guys can see him. He's like right over there. Because he said that they can like kill you when they're normal. Like the normal size of them will hurt you. So I'm like, can you imagine? But they're so cute. Like if you've ever seen Perry the platypus, he's adorable. But I guess they can be deadly. So at this horse size, it would be quite ugly. That's my answer. What's your answer?
I'm going to go with a squirrel. A squirrel.
Oh my gosh!
Can you
and
picture a large, but can you picture it horse size with like ADD?
And those teeth? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, no, out of traffic.
Oh my god! It'd be like a moose. Oh my gosh! All right. It'd be such a different response when you say, "I hit a squirrel on the way over." Holy shit! Are you okay? Sorry. All right. I actually have something I have to go do because, all the fun stuff today on Taco Tuesday. Thanks for joining us on our disgusting taco journey this week. This was fun. It was so good to have you guys hanging out with us. And I feel like I know Dory better. So thank you. We will see you next Tuesday. Bye.